rested. I feel more rested. I had slept until 7:45, pretty much to Edward waking me up. He's right there, looking at his sister. Yeah, you're right here, aren't you, Edward? Right there. Right there. I just wrote, and upon my awakening, I had a revelation, and I inadvertently set that intention and wrote down what may very well, jealousy, be the first page introduction to my upcoming bestseller. And it concerns the calm that I'm able to keep, attain, maintain, and pursuantly allow, permit, and value, increasingly so, the highest value. And that is something that no one that I know knows how to do. The people that used to be in my life, the people I seldom see for good reason. They are not valuing me, and certainly not themselves. How can that be peaceful to me? I had even been going out at night into the early morning, allowing people to sponsor, donate to my dogs. And that's not peaceful because they are drunkards, druggies. One night morning it was just short of $500. My landlord sent me out. It was at 2 intervals. 1.5 hours times 2, it's 3 hours. I was elated. I was so excited because it was new. I wasn't realizing the impact. A lot of times you do something, learning curve, and you do not understand the price you will pay for what seems to be free. It's very dry in here. Then another time I went out, and it was $600 for talking to a very delusional, psychotic guy. Well, not talking, listening intently for 45 minutes until his wallet was empty. And he espoused to be God. And so I played into that. Because it's terrific if you believe you're God and God flows through you, runs through you. Then I decide to extrapolate more and snowball that into a lunch. And that was $300 with about $200 of groceries at this place that I'll never go to again. And the fellow at the cash desk, I even got him a $60 tip. And of course, then he globbed on to me because he wanted more. Then a girl found out about it and she wanted to be my friend for all the wrong reasons. I never went further with either. And so, my peaceful son, I surely do miss. I'm going to tell you, everyone, you do drugs, alcohol, vaping, you'll never have peace. You will never be a peaceful person. Of course, that is not your priority. To have peace, to be peace. It was mine, and it still is. So upon awakening, after so-called losing one more full day of light and sleep, where I lay in bed, I was so overtired, I was unable to sleep, and then I just put my hands through my fingers. It's a new practice I've adopted. and I just loved myself. Rather than tear out my hair, I stroked it. Like my mother must have stroked my hair, I don't remember. A guy in a wheelchair stroked my hair a week ago. I decided I'm not having him ever stroke my hair again. I don't want him in my aura. No. My hair was dirty. I had not washed it for 4 weeks. I did not have the use of a shower or a bath or water to do it with. Kind of like camping, not glamping. And, but because it was so dirty, energetically, I was worn out. I'm not worn out now with the fresh, hot, filtered shower that I paid for the shower filter. And 2 years ago plus, I haven't had very many showers in that room, that healing room, and I will have more. Every time I go into that healing room, not often enough, I do hundreds of abdominals. I do a lot of splits, back flexion, forward roll, shoulder stands. I love them. Air splits, half bridge. The thing is consistency. I used to have consistency in my life on those avenues of fitness because I had stabilization. I had a real home, not a temporary so-called resting spot. Oh God. So now to take the dogs out. I'm going to take salmon steaks with me because it's a real mess on this floor when I throw it down. Well, they throw it out. They take it out of their dog bowl and they start, because it's got gristle, it's got bone, living bone, it's got sinew, it's got what they need to chew, and they love it and they deserve it. I just don't choose to clean up all the fishy mess after, again, on this cement floor. So what caused me as well to have a great sleep is because of the chenille bedspread that I could wear naked, and with the cleanest body. There's nothing better than going to bed with a clean body. I really miss it. I always had baths and a bathtub, and for 2 years and 3 months I haven't had that. And I'd begun judging myself terribly. So anyway, I stopped the forays outside with the dogs because it's not calming. It's a circus, and it's a scary one, and I shouldn't be in it. And if I had a mom, which I don't anymore, unfortunately, I would never want her hoofing the pavement with 2 dogs or without 2 dogs and soliciting money at 63 and a half or any age. That would be contemptuous, comes to mind. An awful experience to realize that my mom was putting herself at risk. So if I wouldn't want it for my mom, that she's not have it for me. Plus those crazy, absurd, insane hours, really disturbing my mind, my brain synapses, because of going without REM. Someone said REM, maybe it's REM, and circadian rhythms. So burning the candle, quote unquote, at both ends has really been causing me to pay a price. So I'm gonna have to let go of something. So the asinine hours are that. That means I'm going to be finding and attaining a whole new breed of people, a much better brand then when I would find out on the street that are never going to be my friends, and I don't want them as my friends because they have addictions. That's not what I relate to. I left alcohol 1995. I don't need alcohol. One time I went out drinking. My son was 14. I didn't know that I was going to drink because I hadn't drank. I renounced all that in 1995 when I was pregnant. Good reason. And at the very onset. And this guy slyly convinced me. Oh, it was so insidious how he did it. And then what he said and what he pronounced and denounced others that I brought home to my son. And I picked up that guy's anger as an empath, me, not him. And then I did something else stupid, not concerning my son, just me. I'm sure it was not, I know it was not healthy for my son to be anywhere in the peripheral around. I never did it again. I never went out drinking again. I never let somebody force, coerce, push drinks upon me or lie. And don't be ashamed of yourself because recovery is the spiral. So even if you weren't an alcoholic and you did things that were stupid at any time of your life, do not be shaming yourself or anyone else. There are a lot of people that have recovered from rape. Fully recovered, I don't know. Years drinking, partying, could be decades. And they denounce other people around for not having that lifestyle they now have claimed. That makes no sense either. So I'm going to magnetize and attract in my divine feminine. Pardon me. My divine masculine. If he's in touch with his female animus, I'll be in touch with my male animus. The thing is that I've had to adapt the male animus as a mother to be a mother and a father to a simpering idiot, whining wimp of a spineless coward that I had a baby with. Let's be honest here. I'm not going to kiss his ass. It's kind of flat now, lazy. Goes with his flat feet. And he's like flat champagne. And he was too cheap to drink that anyway. Except once after our baby was born, when I got us a limo driver did it for free. Drive around Stanley Park. And that guy decided to get a bottle of champagne. He wanted me to drink it just after having a baby and breastfeeding. I mean, brand new. No, I declined graciously. He gave natives a bad name, let's just say. Because he got totally soused to the gills, drunk. Got a big, fat, stupid cigar. Cliche, didn't know how to be a dad. Didn't know how to be anything. Everything he wasn't listening to his soul. Sometimes he'd read about his spirit guides when he's stoned, drunk. It was disgusting, out of his head. And then he got this book into his clawfoot bathtub and he'd read about his spirit guides he never read. I never took a thing from him in his life except that book because he'd stolen from me for years and years. Money, a ton of it. And I found out he was stealing from everyone else. 16 years later, he steals my son's first paycheck at this job with another simpering idiot at this raw vegan place. It's not even worth mentioning. You know, as women get older, we're sick of protecting you. We're sick of not being protected. We're fed up. And we have moments of it. Wow, how purifying that is to just shed this shit like a snake does. I'm not wearing that old skin, that other leather layer. I'm not going to lather it onto you and pretend to make your day better, to make you feel okay with the lies that you've allowed and the lie you're barely living. So, awakening here. I've been awake for a long time, and I feel full of hope. And soon I will go out into the outside world with the dogs because they do need to pee, and throw those fishy steaks on the ground so they can eat them afterwards. And I really dread going outside because I live downtown, and it is not a relaxing or comforting place in general because so many people are really hurting, and I end up helping them all the time. And basically, I realize that I've become very distracted from my mission because I'm always helping people, which has untold benefits on every highest plane, of course. It's just that no one is loving me. And I have more going out than coming in. And periodically, I do receive some praises, acknowledgement, validation, but very seldom. And the scales are not balanced. Not yet. So I'm going to focus on what came to me this new morning, which is nighttime, as I start my day. And I continue to feel good about myself and trust the universe that all my needs, and it's financial right now, shall be met, and that I will not be selling my soul to finance any venture or adventure ever again. Everything I ever bought with money that I made easy, so-called, and effortlessly, because I made it look that way, it's all gone. It's all been stolen, sold off by despicable people that I have nothing in common with, that don't respect me, don't respect women, don't respect womanhood or mothers. I am almost stunned how long it took me to realize the misogyny right beside me, right in my bed, decades ago even. I was far too kind and put those blinders on. Abusers know what they're doing. They're very well practiced. Being honest with yourself is the best thing, the only thing you must do. And then, only so, will all your dreams come true. Bless off till then. Oh, being of love. Oh, being of love at gmail.com. PayPal, please. E-transfer. Greatness.cat, that's K-A-T at gmail.com. Help me fuel and fund my dreams. My upcoming best-selling book. Possibly an editor. Distribution. 3 free pages. Written, published here in Canada. Also maybe on Amazon like my other book. Love's Magical Journey. Please buy it. Helps feed the dogs. Please sponsor these dogs. Sponsor me. Adopt Catherine. Love us. Look forward to us succeeding on the highest front Grateful to be alive. Grateful to have some rest. Grateful to be honest. Grateful to be a shining star. My stomach gurgling. Grateful to go far. Be a warrior of the light. Don't fight anyone. Just be the eternal light. I am.